Well, hey there, it's Mervin. You know, DeMille's pretty helpless about cars, so I'm doing an oil change on his Prius V. I got 6 pair of gloves, 14 pair of safety goggles, some flesh-colored Kevlar, and all the materials a man would ever need to do a humdinger of a job. DeMille's behind the camera. Let's get started. DeMille is a hipster film student, so this is a 2013 Prius V that he drives to save the environment. Yeah, that's right, DeMille. You can be proud. At least you believe in something. All right, I'm up under here, and the first thing you start doing is taking out these snaps that hold in this little door. I like to use a plastic pry piece. Just I don't like to gum them up too much. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that. By the way, just to give you a little perspective on the way we're shooting this, that there is the passenger side tire. All right, driver's side is clear over this way. Passenger side is that way. This oil pan is pretty much under the passenger side. All right, up under here, you got your bolt, which is basically your plug. That's your oil drain plug, and then you got your oil filter, which, by the way, I can tell you a lot about that oil filter, but the first thing we're going to do is get our catch basin underneath, and we're going to loosen that bolt. It's going to come shooting right out of there like black gold. And there she goes. Save the plug, folks, in case you didn't know. And I'm going to take off that oil filter using a special oil filter removal device. Now, there's other ways you can get in there and do it, but heck, for 10 bucks or so, buy the thing, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of money over time. DeMille, how much you say they charge you down at them boys down at that Peppy place? How much they charge you for a synthetic oil change on this here hipster vehicle Prius V?
$84.
Yeah, $84.
And change.
Oh, ain't they generous?
Tax disposal fees.
All right, pipe down, DeMille. And she's done dripping, so you might as well put your plug back in. And you can tighten her back down with your 14 millimeter. Make sure she's where she needs to be, not too much tightened so she don't leak. All right, so once you let your fluid drip out of your plug and you recline that plug, you're gonna put the genuine Toyota oil filter remover in place, which of course gives Toyota an opportunity to make another 20 bucks. Once you, there you go.
Is that the right one?
That's the right one, Helen. Helen had to go down to the auto parts store to pick this up for me.
$10 for that.
10 bucks, Helen said. 10 bucks, just an excuse so Toyota can make a couple other bucks. Well, honey, we're making a video down under here. You don't even know it, sweetie. So, don't muff it up for me, Helen. All right, she's on there tighter than tight. Tell you what, she shouldn't have been that tight in my opinion, but. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off of here and we're going to replace. Yeah, Helen's got all sorts of questions while I'm rolling tape on this thing. Pretty girl, but filled with questions, I'll tell you. Yeah, Helen can't believe a lot of things.
No shit.
I guess she don't get the message that I'm making a video under here.
She never shuts up.
And there she comes, just like juicy lava. Now, here is what you're replacing. It's inside here. This is what Toyota done, so you don't have to throw away the whole canister. We're replacing this here filter, just this, because after all, we'd hate to throw away this here canister and introduce 2 teaspoons worth of old motor oil into the environment. This is that old technology I was telling you about, actually existed in the 1950s. Toyota reintroduced it. They think it's something brand new. 57 scientists sat in a room eating sushi, came up with this as an idea. And quite honestly, the reason it didn't flourish in the 1950s, the reason they replaced that technology with a different system was because it was a pain in the patoot. Now I'm going to put the new filter in. I'm going to put on a new O-ring, which goes right here. You see where the old one is. See it? All right, that's where your new O-ring's gonna go. We're gonna lube up the O-ring. There's some question as to whether or not you should lube it up first. I enjoy lube, and I'm gonna put some lube on there. I'm just gonna basically coat it in motor oil. Then you're gonna put on the new filter, and you're gonna be good to go. Mop up the old stuff a little bit there, just clean her up. It's oil, you know, it ain't like I'm wiping down some rocks or pebbles. It's oil. I'll wipe it up. I like cleaning things up a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna do. There she goes. You're gonna spin her right into position, folks. And get your wrench on there. I think it's a 22 millimeter socket you put on the end of this here filter removal device. And get that pan out of the way. 22 millimeter socket on that. Just gonna hand tighten it, all right? Ain't gonna crank down on it. We're gonna get her nice and tight. We don't want her to leak. And there she is. You can see she's tight. That's it. You don't have to kill it, all right? Now, then you're gonna take off your Toyota thing. We're gonna fill her with oil up top. As I recall, these take about 4.2, 4.4 quarts, and all I do is put in about 4 quarts, and then I'll insert my dipstick, check my level. If it needs a little bit more, I add more. Of course, I replace my oil cap, and I'm done. Easy as pie. This is Mervin. Keep it simple. Check out our other videos on how to do things simple and cheap. Mash on it. Important stuff, upper left-hand corner of your screen.